What is up, guys? This is On and Off Football, and Week 16 has come to an end. The Packers won. They won. Joe Barry doesn't surprise me at all. But we're not here to talk about the Panthers-Packers game. We're here to talk about how the Green Bay Packers can get into the playoffs as soon as this Sunday night on New Year's Eve. Packers, right now, sitting at 7-8, the 10th seed in the NFC. Seahawks hold the 7th seed, and the Rams hold the 6th seed. There are only 2 spots left in the NFC playoffs. Can the Packers get one of these spots and get themselves a playoff berth? And hopefully get this young team experience and the experience they need if they want to be a championship team. So, Packers going against the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night, New Year's Eve, 8:20 Eastern Time, 7:20 Central Time. Packers are in a must-win game. How it stands right now, if the Packers do lose that game, their playoff chances go from 32 to 1%. So, it is an elimination game at this point for either the Vikings or the Packers. The Packers, with a win, will make their playoff hopes and playoff percentage at making the playoffs 62%. Yeah, it's crazy to think that if you lose, you're out. That's it. You're out. You're the playoffs. Nobody's thinking about playoffs after a loss against the Vikings. You have to win. This is a must-win game. We know this. We know that the Packers have to beat the Vikings because they don't even have one game over them. So, Packers are going into a must-win game. What the Packers need to happen is, for the best possible case scenario in the playoffs for them, they'd probably want to play the Lions. But honestly, how the Eagles are playing right now, I'd rather play the Eagles, but that's just me. But we could do Lions and Eagles. So, you want the Lions to win this game. Okay? You want the Bears to beat the Falcons. So, now the Falcons are no worry. You also want the Giants to beat the Rams. But if we say the Rams beat the Giants, because the Giants are probably not beating the Rams, you need the Eagles to win so that they're still playing for the first seed. You need the Saints to win. You need the Niners to win. You do need the Steelers to win. You need to win. That puts you in at number 7. So Giants lose, you're just gonna get Giants win, you're gonna get swapped with the Rams as a 6 seed. Honestly, not a big deal here. I don't know who I'd rather play. I'd probably rather play the Eagles. So, Packers, it's very possible. Even if the Seahawks win, Giants win, it's possible. But I see more the Steelers winning over the Seahawks than the Giants winning over the Rams. So, this is what we have. Falcons are out of the equation. We want the Bucs to win this game. Doesn't really matter anymore. I mean, even if the Bucs win next week and the Saints win next week, that puts the Saints in action. Well, no, the Packers have to win if the Packers win. But that's week 18. This is what you need for week 17. You need the Lions to win, because if the Lions lose, I mean, it really doesn't matter, because you probably don't want to play. It's not possible to play Dallas. You don't want to play the Niners. You want them to get the first seed. Also, say the Packers get the 7th seed. The lowest seed that comes out of wild card plays the 49ers. And I don't think we want that to happen for us. So let's just say the Lions win. And let's say the Packers win, obviously. Seahawks, they're not going to lose that game. Let's be honest. You do want... Seahawks lose one game. They are out. They can't make it if the Packers win out. So, Seahawks lose this week. It's very possible. Steelers destroy the Bengals. And we never know. The Seahawks almost lost to the Titans. So, Seahawks win this game. Doesn't matter. You want the Bucs to beat the Panthers. You want the Lions to actually win against the Vikings. Obviously, you need the Green Bay Packers to beat the Bears. And That's it. You have yourself a playoff berth. Now, say the Seahawks don't lose against the Steelers, well, that's going to put you out of the playoffs. But since the Niners lost against the Ravens on Monday, which was phenomenal, and the Packers needed it very much, the Rams lose to the Niners. The Packers are in over the Rams, and these are the final standings for the wild card. But say you want to play the Eagles, you would want the Steelers to win. You would want the Rams to lose, obviously, and that would put you against the Eagles. I don't know what we'd rather have, because I think the Rams would beat the Lions. It's very possible for the Packers to beat the Eagles, especially how they've been playing. So it's not really a dire situation. You're gonna get either one, and they're very winnable games. Packers defense isn't the best right now, but if the Packers defense can step up and be better coming this Sunday, they can see themselves in a playoff game, and not only in a playoff game, but potentially winning that playoff game and moving up to the division round. So, Packers, this is all they need. It's not that big of a gap. Honestly, the Packers are basically controlling their own destiny. I do think the Niners do win this game against the Rams the last week. It's going to be a good game. I wouldn't say it's going to be a blowout by the Niners. Rams are always going to give the Niners a tough game, especially if they need the playoffs. And I wouldn't be surprised even if the Rams win, even with the 49ers starters, which is annoying to say, but it's true. So, Packers can get in as early as Sunday night if the Seahawks lose or the Rams lose. Say the Seahawks win, say the Rams lose, say the Packers win. That puts the Packers in at the number 7 seed. So, Packers can get into the playoffs as soon as Sunday night, New Year's Eve. Can they do it? All they need to do is have the Seahawks lose against the Steelers or the Rams lose against the Giants. Even if the Packers don't get in this week, okay, that's okay because they hold a tiebreaker over both teams, basically. You have the Niners win this game, then the Eagles win, then both Niners and Eagles are still playing for first seed. So the Niners are going to have to play. Then you have the Rams losing. That's going to put the Rams at the 7th seed, which is then going to promote the Packers to the 7th seed. If the Seahawks lose, that's going to switch with the Rams, but the Seahawks are not losing to the Cardinals. I mean, you never know. You never know. So, yeah. That would put the Packers at 7th seed. And that's it, really. No team could swap with them. Say the Saints went out. It doesn't do anything. Say the Bucks beat the Saints. I mean, regardless. Saints cannot get in. They basically lost their chance when they played the Rams and lost. But yeah, this is all the Packers need. Even if they don't make it in this Sunday night, which is highly possible that they don't because Seahawks might probably going to beat the Steelers. Maybe not. Who knows? They have a good defense. And Rams are probably going to beat the Giants. But Packers going against Minnesota in Minnesota. Must-win game. And, yeah, Packers need to beat the Bears and the Vikings. They need to win out. And they need the Seahawks to drop 1 or the Rams to drop 1. And they are in. They win, they're in. But, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you think the Packers can get it done, if they can get into the playoffs. They're going to need a little bit of help, but it's very possible. Right now, they're sitting at like a 36% chance of making the playoffs. Bumps up to 62 if they win. Also, say the Seahawks lose, it's gonna bump them up a lot. So yeah, Packers sitting at the 10th seed can get into the playoffs. They can go from the 10th seed to either the 7th or 6th seed this Sunday night. Yeah. I thank you all for watching. And as always, go Pack, go.